Welcome YouTubers, this is Jim Impressions doing my impression on a really neat product here today. This is a Namoka thread checker. I've used this so many times. I work on a lot of cars and every once in a while you just got to find a bolt, to figure out what size a bolt is, that type of thing. If you've got one that's either on your vehicle or in a tight place or something like that, like this one right here is just a good example. I hooked it up here for the video. This particular grade 8 bolt. And he said, well, I need 3 more of these or 1 more of these, but I don't know what size it is because it's not marked on here. Then you can just find out which one it fits in. And it does fit in this one, the 5/16 18. And so we got the SAE and we got the metric over here. You've got the M12s and you got the M12s, M10s, M14s up here, M6s, M4s. So in various sizes, 1.75, 1.25. So it's pretty cool. And obviously the same thing with the nut. You just use the other side of it and say, oh, that's the one the nut fits on. So that must be the right size for that nut. And then you know which one to go down to the hardware store and get. So here's the thing though that makes these stand out as being wonderful in my opinion, my humble opinion. Because I had another one and I bought a long time ago. Here, I'll show it to you. It's over here on the wall. And it's basically the same concept here. This one here has the, here, let me put a little light on the subject here. So this one also has, the metric and the SAE sizes. And it's a nice thing to hang on the wall. And I was thinking, hey, that would be handy. And it is handy. It is handy if you have the bolt handy in your hand. You have the nut in your hand available to walk over to the wall and check the size of it. But where that is not handy is where you don't. Like, let's say this was, on the vehicle somewhere, or a bolt, a stud that sticks out of the vehicle, and you can't remove it because it's on the vehicle, and you need to find something that will, like maybe you're looking for a nut because you dropped it and lost it. This happened to me on my radiator when I was putting my radiator in. And yeah, it just dropped. I heard it hit and I looked all over and it vanished into thin air, like it happens all the time with me. But anyway, yeah, you can't just bring the stud. You don't have the nut to check it, and the stud is on the vehicle, so you can't bring it to the wall to check it. So you see what I'm getting at. These are removable. It's hard to do with should have put this on a tripod, I guess. Yeah, so you just remove the ones that closely, take this over to your vehicle, find something that looks close, remove it, see if it fits on there. And if it does, you'll go, oh, yep, that's the one I need. And it's written on here, 5/16-24. And then you know which size to get. So this is so handy that you can just pull these out. A little hard to do with one hand and real easy to do with 2 hands. But yeah, so here it is. Pretty cool device. It was 22, I think, on Amazon, something like that. I'll put a link in the description. You can hang it. I hang it in my garage. I took it down just for the video. I go ahead and hang it up in the garage, and I grab it when I need it. So very handy to have to be able to bring these over to wherever you need to check. You can bring it to a junkyard with you. You can bring this thing anywhere with you, and have the ability to check these on the fly. So anyway, I just thought this was so handy. I've used it before when I was hanging my TV, and I didn't have the bolts for it. So I just took this to see which one would fit in the bracket, figured out which one it was. It was one of these metric ones, I forget which one. And it was just so handy that I could bring it over to the bracket that's on the back of the TV. I can't bring the TV over here and spin the TV on the wall. So yeah, these way more handy. If you're thinking about buying the type that hang on the wall, it's nice to have, I guess. If you can use it every once in a while, but you can use these all the time. Much better idea, I think. The way these are removable, it's very handy to have. I think everybody who works on cars and on a regular basis, even just homeowners, who lose bolts like I do. You know, I'm always, you know, looking in my box for the right bolt. I've got a big old box. There's a bunch of loose bolts in the bottom of this one, and you know, sometimes it's hard to match things up. But when you've got one of these handy, you can see, oh, is this the one? No, is this the one? Is this the one? You can bring this whole thing over to your box of bolts, and then just like if you're looking for a particular one, you can just, you know, much easier. It's much easier to figure out which one you're looking for. And you can even put it in your pocket, bring it to Home Depot, so you can go find the one that you need. And very handy. Quick video just to say, hey, I think everybody needs one of these. So anyway, there you go. I hope everyone's having a good day. Jim Pressions over and out.